They say silence is golden, but most folks are too busy filling it up with noise to find out. This here's about the space between the thoughts, between the words, between all that doing and achieving and becoming, about folks who sit quiet long enough to hear, well, whatever it is you hear when you finally shut up. Welcome to the Unqualified Yogi Podcast, where we talk about silence, ironically, with words. For an hour, yeah, we see the problem too.
We only have an hour, apparently, according to the intro guy.
At 1 hour.
Yep.
I don't
Set
think
your
we can
clocks.
make 1 hour. Set my for AM.
Set your alarm.
That's right. We're doing this podcast. We're doing this podcast at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
According to
Early risers.
yes. Welcome to another episode
I
of
think
the
this is
Unqualified
episode
Yogi.
4. We've made it 4 episodes.
4 episodes.
I'm number
Look at
4.
this.
You're number 4. Welcome, Keri Kugler. I think I have been calling you Allison since I booked you.
Yeah, it's same. I have a lot of friends too who have been married for years, and I still look at them as, you know, their
Yes.
old last
I know the
name.
name. And I don't know that I've ever just called you Keri. I think I've always called you first and last name. Keri Kugler.
I'm happy to be
Welcome.
here. Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you for your patience this evening, not this morning. Roxanne took a little napio this afternoon and woke up by a call from Gary. And,
It happens.
And then there was an accident.
Listen,
It was just
listen, this daylight savings is bullshit. Can we talk how much bullshit this is?
okay. It's all daylight savings.
Yeah.
All daylight savings.
What it
Landed
was.
on that.
You know? Keri, I hear you know some shit about shit.
Keri knows a lot of shit about a lot of shit.
It
don't know
looks
who
like it
told you
online.
that.
Looks like you have all the advice, and I want to hire you as my coach. How do I get into being the coachee and you being the coachor?
Oh God.
Sign up.
Is it just as simple as put my name in on a list?
First of all, I know a lot of shit about a lot of shit. I only work with women.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's unfair.
I
feel like in
know.
today's
No,
climate, come on.
I do.
It's almost like men need the most help these days.
I know.
Yeah, women only.
Well, today can't get any worse.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
At the very beginning of my coaching journey, I mean, years ago, I had one of my first clients was a man, and he was fantastic. But yeah, I work with the ladies.
It's your
Sorry,
comfort
Gare.
zone.
Yeah.
You know it. Yeah.
Were you just like, listen, buddy, get the fuck out of here with your bullshit? Like, come on.
No, I wasn't.
But it took one man. You're like, nope, I'm out. I'm out. Fuck this.
You know,
you guys are stupid.
I think I always knew that it was women, but I was at the beginning of my journey, and he just slipped through the cracks, and it was great. And I was like, okay, that's all I needed to see.
Yeah.
No offense.
I mean, we speak different languages.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
What language? Wait.
it's part of the charm,
Wait.
I think, of the two of us
Wait.
is we do speak different languages. And
2 languages?
I mean, between the two of us, I think there's quite a few more than 2.
Yeah. At least.
Or less
especially
than
the
2.
non,
Maybe
especially the
together we
nonverbal
speak one.
languages.
Yeah.
Nonverbal. Should we talk about nonverbal languages? Sorry, keep going.
I love it.
I'm gonna shut up now.
Oh, it's okay. Well, what were you asking?
Nothing.
Okay.
In particular.
Okay, so Keri, I just want to introduce Keri as somebody, and let me just say, I feel like I'm sitting in the dark. Do I have light on me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this. I feel like I'm like cozy.
Let me double
appreciate it.
check.
I don't mind it.
Oh
Yeah, you look
Okay, great. I look luminous.
Luminous. Yes, very.
Like I just had
I was gonna say like
4
you
hours
just
of sleep.
Had a beautiful nap.
Day sleep.
Day sleep. So Keri and I have known each other for many years.
Many.
Many.
Scott, when I was leaving I was talking to my husband, Scott, and I was like, how long has it been? And it's probably about 15 years because Scott and I have been together 12 and we knew each other
before Scott, for sure.
So a long time.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Hence the last name confusion. Anyone from high school that got married, I don't know their real
married
name. You know,
Yeah.
She's going to be Keri Allison for me forever.
Yeah.
But no, I can make a change. I'm capable. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. That's amazing. How long have you been teaching?
12 years. Because I started when Scott and I got together. That's when I first started teaching.
And you did your teacher training at Yoga Source, right?
I did. It was
with
such a great
Chris
crew.
And Satinder.
And Jen Jones.
Oh, that crew. Do you know any of those names? Okay.
But I don't remember what I had for breakfast. So don't
people,
put any weight into that.
That was a great teacher training.
Fantastic.
And you had teachers that came out of that are still like your class was kind of the shit.
Yeah, we really were. Yeah.
You had Michelle Moran in your class too?
Jenny Bailey, Michael Palumbo.
I know that name.
Oh my gosh.
Rebecca Jarkow.
Yeah.
It was a good group. Yeah.
How many of their last names are changed? Any of them since then?
Well, I don't know.
We'll put it in the show notes.
We'll put it in the show notes. Anyway, when did you start doing yoga? Practicing?
I started practicing a month before I signed up for my 200-hour training. Yeah. I took one class.
I want to hear this story. Yeah.
I took one class, hot class at Yoga Source, got my... Can we curse?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's preferred.
Beautiful.
Yeah. We have explicit language on the...
Okay. I got my ass kicked and went out into the lobby.
Who was the teacher? Do you remember?
It was Terry Sobin.
Oh my gosh, that's a blast from the past.
Yeah. And I'm sitting in the little lobby and they had a flyer up and I was like, okay, I'm just going to do it. Signed up that next week and that was literally the start of my journey.
Tell me, like, what was it that primed you for that moment? Was it after a breakup?
It was right before my life completely fell apart. I think there was something inside of me that knew, like I didn't know, but in the months leading up, I mean, literally my life flipped upside down. So,
what flipped upside down about it?
If you feel like sharing.
I mean, I lost my job. I got out of an engagement that I had been in for like a relationship for 10 years. I moved, my roommate moved out. Just
all in 1 month?
No.
Couple months?
Yeah, a few months. Because it happened towards the end of teacher training, but it was all just kind of brewing, you know? Yeah.
You know, I feel like, and as I was racing here, I'm going to cough, hold on. As I was racing here, I was talking to Keri on the phone, and I had to put my sweet baby Buddha to sleep 2 days ago. And it has been a real struggle for me, and I'm sad. But when we were talking, I was saying, like, I'm doing a teacher training, and it's a 100-hour meditation teacher training that I'm a part of to teach meditation. And it has been, I've just had 2 weekends so far. There's 30 weekends left. And it has been transformative. And the homework, like I'm accountable to be meditating on a regular basis, keeping a log. And in doing that, similar to, I think it's almost like it prepped me for this, because Buddha dying is very challenging for me. It feels like my life is very different. But I'm grateful that I'm in the middle of this, that I have something, and I have this, like I have things to ground me. Yeah. But I do think that, like, the universe takes care of us, God, whatever you want to call it. to put us in this position of, and I had been doing 2-hour meditations daily for several days. And then when he passed, I haven't sat. It's been 2 days now. I haven't sat yet just because I'm a little scared to sit in it. I will.
Yeah.
And for my homework, 2 days is all I can skip in 1 week. So like I have to get back at it tomorrow. But I do feel like we are set up, we are held to move through challenging times. So you had your group, your teacher training group of all of these badass people that we talked about to hold you through that time.
Yeah.
And if you wouldn't have had them, how different that transition would have been for you.
Well, yes. And the teachers in their own way.
Yes.
But it was really the practice that held me.
Yeah.
You know, because it
and
was,
you were new, so it was probably very pink cloudy.
I have a lot of Scorpio in my chart, so I like the depth and transformation and rebirth. So it hit deep for me right away, because in finding the practice, like yoga for me has never and still isn't about, it is about the asana. How can it not be?
Sure.
But for me, it's always been an internal journey. And that first teacher training was the thing that really came into my life that was a huge red stoplight that showed me you actually have some control and some say in how your life goes. I hate to break it to you, but you're actually not the victim of your life, and you can take some power back. And that sounds beautiful and light and fluffy, but it was actually the most confronting moment of my life. And the practice of yoga really is what just, it like saved me in many ways.
Yes.
When do you feel like you got?
I love that.
When do you feel
so
like you got
much.
it back?
Got what back?
You're talking about like taking it back, getting it back. If you started yoga, you went through this tumultuous time. How long did it take before you're like, I fucking got this back?
It was, oh my gosh.
And what were you wearing that day?
I know. The reason that I think I struggle to answer that question is because it's just been such a long journey. Like there have been defining moments for sure where I feel like, okay, this is who I am. And it just kind of, it keeps
I think that'd
evolving.
be, if somebody asked me, when did you find yourself? I've been finding myself the whole time.
Yeah.
Never get it back.
Yeah.
It's the
I feel like
journey.
I'm still
finding.
You know, I'm just a forever
It's layers.
seeker, you know, and I just, okay, like I know who I am today, and it's just.
I want to talk about this, the control thing that you were talking about, because that's something that, and then I would like to get into the specifics of your journey. That's a simple word to say on some days.
The specificity.
I
specificity.
struggle with that word so much.
I have a few
actually
words.
Just did it today.
Specifics. But control is an interesting word to me,
is.
because what I do know that me today, I have control over my discipline, my practices, showing up for myself, which keeps me centered and grounded. I have control over the way that I respond to errors that I make, errors that happen outside of myself. But I don't have much more control outside of that, I feel.
All of the things that you mentioned were the exact things I had zero control over. I had no discipline.
Yeah.
I had no structure. I had no boundaries. I had no sense of self. I was a hot mess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was the internal stuff, my habits, my behaviors, all of the things I realized through the practice. These are the only things you actually have control over. They were non-existent.
Yes.
So it was the discipline of the practice that I was and still am so incredibly drawn to.
Yeah. Do you still have a regular practice?
It
looks different.
So much different.
Yeah.
So much different. It's very personal. It's very unapologetic now.
It's for you. Yeah.
It is. But I'm on my mat every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roxanne, you said pretty much the only thing that you can control is how you react.
Respond. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or respond, react. Why do you think so many people try to control more than that? Like, where does that come from?
Well, I think that it's from feeling, well, I don't know is the answer to that because I don't know what's in people's heads. But I know for me, it was non-understanding that I didn't understand myself enough to give other people the same kind of grace. And, you know, the reacting, responding that we just talked about, I think I was for many years and still through rough period, you know, where here I am today, like, and I give myself grace in it. But through those times when I feel like I am constantly reacting and almost like I can't get my head above water to take a breath, much less do anything productive with myself. Whereas when there is that disciplined practice, something that the structure, boundaries, or something that I've had to find, a sense of stability on my own that I'm okay. Yeah. I don't need anything else. I have what I need in this moment. I'm taken care of in this moment. I'm okay. Anything else is extra. Anything else meaning treat from someplace, you know, piece of cake.
Yeah.
That's extra.
What kind of cake is this cake?
Chocolate cake, chocolate icing. Whether it is a treat or whether it's, you know, having to put my sweet baby to sleep. Those are extras, things to respond to. I'm okay as I am. That is all extra, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm probably not doing a great job of explaining
I'm loving it.
that,
I'm
but-
loving all of it.
Same.
Yeah.
Me too. And when I hear that and then think about your question, I think maybe the reason that people seek to control externally is because they feel so out of control.
Yes.
And again, like also speaking from experience, I feel the most out of control, which then makes me grip harder to seek control when nothing in here feels like it's in control.
And that's it. I feel like so much is out of our control. Like,
Yes.
life is so much is out of our control. But the few things that are powerful. Like
Life-changing.
life-changing.
life-giving.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you think about the statement, you can't choose pain, but you can choose suffering? What does that mean to you?
Oh,
A lot.
so good.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah. And you know what? I will tell you, sometimes, and I think right now, I'm choosing suffering, and that's okay too.
It
Grief.
is.
Grief is
It
okay.
is.
It's a
It
process,
is.
right?
And it's cathartic. Like, I do feel like I am getting stuff in my body out through the constant sobbing. Yeah, I do. I do see it as, I do know that he's okay. I get it. I get it. Yeah, I do. I do think suffering from a very entitled person. It might, like, I do feel like I am blessed, and outside of having shelter, food, your necessities.
Big
met.
Macs.
Your Big Macs. I had a Big
Taco
Mac
Bell.
pizza today.
Big Mac pizza.
Big Mac pizza.
Shut the door. Who's making that?
Press Pasta on Jefferson. Shout out. We need you to be our first sponsors, Press Pizza. I am a lover of your Big Mac pizza.
Wait. Okay. We talked about this earlier. I've never had a Big Mac. What's in this Big Mac pizza?
Everything that's in a Big Mac.
I don't know what's in a Big Mac. That's what I'm asking.
It's ground beef.
right.
What is it? 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
What up? Do they chop up? Wait, are there croutons on this pizza? Is it chopped up sesame seed bun?
No, but there's sesame seeds on it. I mean, this is like gourmet.
The bun is the crust. All right.
The crust is the bun.
Okay.
The crust is the bun.
See, I'm Italian, so I'm very specific. To me, I'm like, oh, is that pizza if it's not red sauce with the, I'm sure it's amazing. And
All right, what's your go-to pizza then? Where do you go? What's on it?
oh gosh.
And from where?
Say emos. Say emos.
That. Look at that face. Are you from St. Louis too? Did you grow up in St. Louis?
I mean, Illinois side, but yeah.
Okay. Do you have emos in Illinois?
Yes.
Okay.
We do.
Okay.
I love Katie's. And why am I blanking? Union Loafers.
Oh, yes. Top 5.
I
for
would
me.
probably pick.
I've never had Union Loafers pizza.
I'm going to
Get their
bring it to you
pizza.
tomorrow.
I've
is.
heard
Oh,
it's really
gonna
good.
be good.
Fantastic.
Yep.
And I would choose Union Loafers pizza over Katie's. I like Katie's pasta better. Their pizza's still so good.
Oh, they have a potato and rosemary,
It is fantastic. That's one of my favorites.
What do you think would happen if we
onion,
took...
potato, rosemary, and something.
Mouth is watering.
Oh,
Would you,
so good.
Would you be open if I got both pizzas and we took 2 slices and put them on top of each other, made a double-decker? Would you eat that? What would your reaction be if I made a
what
double-decker
she's
pizza?
doing right now.
I would do it.
You would do it. Yep.
I would
All
do
right.
it. I would totally
We're going to do it. We're going to do it.
Don't tempt
when you
me.
least expect it.
I love it. He's like, and from under the table, just so happens.
Just so happens that I'm going to make this happen.
All right. So let's get into the meat and potatoes. You did your teacher training and then you started. So when you were teaching at PY, you were a newer teacher. Would never have guessed that. Anybody who's taken Keri's classes, you were made for this.
Thank you.
You felt it and you then were able to share it. Was it pretty effortless for you to start teaching?
It was.
It just spoke to your soul.
And here's the thing. I'm someone who I can't say that about many things. I'm
Yeah.
not someone who just wasn't naturally good at school or shit like that. Teaching, it's in my
Yeah.
bones.
You're such a good teacher.
Thank you. Thank
You speak from, and I think of like Jenny Bailey in the same kind of way when I take her classes. You guys speak from like depths that are just unobtainable for a lot of people. And so when you speak from that place, it touches us in that place.
It's really, really good reflection.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
So you opened a studio for a hot minute.
I did.
Yes.
I almost forgot about that.
Yeah.
I did. Yeah. It was such a short amount of time. We were open, I think, barely a year. It did.
Oh.
Yeah. It did really, really well. It just wasn't a good fit for myself and my partner where we were at the time, but it was great experience.
Yeah.
And
So you did that right out of teacher training. You were like, I got my 200-hour. Let's open a studio.
right out of 200-hour training.
Yeah.
And I think there would be a part of me to look back and say, what were you doing? What were you thinking? And
Going with the flow, Keri.
because we got so much flack for doing that from more seasoned teachers and other studio owners being like, what are these new kids on the block doing? So that was challenging.
Those voices.
Well, would you certify me for suckers? Come on, You got the
You
certification.
certified me. I think
Yeah.
that's what
Yeah.
you're wanting
And
to
you know
do.
those
Yeah.
voices.
Is there another certification?
You just got seasoned real quick because
I did.
that is a part of teaching and finding your voice is dealing with, I feel like, the criticism of other teachers. You know,
Yeah.
I teach a different kind of class than other teachers might teach, and there is, and I've heard it, criticism.
Like how?
I have mine is a little bit, I'm going to say athletic. I'm just going to throw it out.
Yeah.
You're going to work hard. You're going to sweat. And
You're going to do 60 seconds.
You're gonna
of
do a minute plank.
Or on your forearm plank.
yeah,
And honestly, I've counted. It's more like 70 to 75 seconds.
It's not true.
You're sneaking it
I'm
in.
watching.
It feels like you're sneaking it in.
not.
It feels way longer than 60 seconds. It's so hard.
but I do think that, teachers who don't teach, like, that's a very Western approach. Like, it's very Westernized.
Okay.
And I don't think any of us are super traditional. So
Yeah.
you have to just end up saying, I'm owning my choices.
I really do.
And this is what feels right for me. This is what I like in my practice. People seem to like it. They're coming. And this is what I'm
And it takes a while.
It
'Cause
does.
It did for me to really cultivate that ownership of
and when you're new,
this is, oh my God, it's because you're trying to find yourself. And am I this kind of teacher? And I need to be that teacher over here.
you don't have the confidence yet either.
But when you come into this place of this is who I am, this is what I teach, actually, I might not be the teacher for you.
Yeah.
It's so,
But there is one.
yes, but there is one.
There is one. Or multitudes, yeah.
Yes, for sure.
How has your yoga voice changed over the years when you're teaching? Is this something you're cognizant of and work on?
Like the actual tone or
Yeah.
what I say?
Yeah, the character you turn into when you become a
Keri's
teacher.
very her when she
Yeah.
teaches.
So you would say like nothing much changes from meeting you outside to the class changing? All right.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Those are the best.
Yeah.
I would say the same.
Roxanne, one of my favorite things about Roxanne is she doesn't have a yoga voice. She's Roxanne.
Yeah.
You know, there is no difference in how
Same.
she teaches. And
Yeah. And because again, just something that is important to me is to not just walk into the studio and teach it. I live this shit,
Yeah.
outside. And I think it's embodied teachers that it's just a different journey, and not that, you have to be embodied or whatever, but
It's a journey.
it is a journey. It's a journey. And we need teachers who are just focused on,
Yes.
the asana or the workout, because for a lot of people, that's how some people get into the depth of the practice.
I would say a lot of people, myself included.
Same. I got into
I got
it for
in it-
Lululemon. I wanted to wear cute pants and look
Yeah.
hot.
I mean, I'm meditating for 2 hours.
is that a problem? Is there something
and that
wrong
was,
with that?
but I got into it through the body. Like this body is a vehicle.
Yes.
And it is a vehicle for so many things. And it has brought me to me.
Yes. Same. Are you doing 2 hours silent meditation, seated silent meditation?
It is, I'll do 30 minutes seated, 10-minute walking,
Wow.
where you do a certain hand mudra, you walk clockwise, and you just keep your gaze down and focus on your feet hitting the floor and the way your legs move.
Wow.
And then after that 10 minutes, go back to seated for another 30. Or you can do whatever amount you want back and forth. I think eventually I'd like to be able to sit a little longer. That's about the edge for me that my legs are comfortable sitting
Yeah.
cross-legged. If I'm on a chair, I can sit a little longer. My back used to be something that bothered me in sitting, and now my back does not bother me. I'm comfortable sitting upright.
You do sit on a
sit
block or a
upright.
bolster? Or
No, I just sit upright.
wow.
but I have the strength in my spine now to support me. Because it used to be that space right below the shoulder blades where I'd be like, and now, but I mean, I say that to say that to me is, for me, and everybody has a different, but that is why I do yoga, so that I can sit with myself. Mm-hmm. And it has been the greatest gift. It's my center.
It is. Same.
Have you seen the little wooden meditation pews? They're like
that you kind of kneel on and sit on.
Yeah, you put your feet under them. And then you
reminds me of some Catholic shit, doesn't
I was
it?
going to say,
does.
like in a church?
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, there's this place I think Thursday night.
Yeah.
They host meditations for 50 minutes, and then there's like 10-minute like Dharma talk.
Yeah.
Ooh. And
you all sit in a circle and you just meditate. It's really cool.
I'll go with
But they
you,
have
Karen.
those.
I would love to
Because
go.
on Thursday nights.
I can't sit
Okay.
down. I can't sit down for that long if I don't have like support.
Yeah.
I get all fidgety, and then I'm focused on that, not like what I should not be focused on. Then it really takes you out of it. So, listen, you got to be comfortable. We should come out with like a yoga bench product. You know?
Yeah.
It's padded.
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 Little backrest.
Yeah.
With a potty
Yeah.
in it.
Why not? Why not? Yeah. You know what? I think I'm getting a call. Yep, we have to cut to a commercial break really quick, but we will be right back.
This will be good. This will be good.
Message.
She's 22, former gymnast, currently in full splits during warm-up while you're struggling to touch your knees. Flexibility Equalizer cream. Through quantum mechanics we don't fully understand, it makes super flexible people next to you slightly less pretzel-like. Finally, a level playing field. Flexibility Equalizer cream. Because yoga isn't competitive, but it is. Results may vary. Very flexible people may still be annoyingly flexible, just less so.
Roxanne, I apologize. I'm having to really dig deep to pay the bills here.
I love it.
This podcast.
I appreciate
So,
the
listen,
flexibility cream.
Right? Would you use it?
At one point, I probably would have, yes.
Yeah.
But now, I would say I care less about that.
All right.
But
What about you? Would you use a flexibility cream?
Exact same, but I would have probably said yes if my teacher would have said this works.
that's right.
I would have been gullible in that way and thought, oh, well, I need to do it. Now I would be like,
Yep.
pause.
Yep. Yeah.
All right.
Been
Yeah.
on the block too long for that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. And there was a time when I used to do the full splits. I mean, and I would take pictures of myself and all of it too. There's one where I was in the
same.
splits. I took a picture of one where at home practice, set up the camera, or maybe I had one of my kids take it. I was in the full splits, my back leg bent in a back. I had my hand on my foot doing a back bend. And I was like, I am officially a yogi.
Can you not do that posture anymore?
Nope. And I could give two
Really?
shits.
Oh, for sure.
When's the last time you tried it?
Yeah.
I can't do the full splits anymore. I injured my, either.
Interesting.
But front to back, I injured hamstring attachment years ago through a hands-on assist, actually. I know. I won't name the person, but I was in triangle pose. And I was at my edge, and this teacher came and adjusted me, and I felt it. And that injured me I felt it for at least a year. And then since then, I'm scared of it. So I get into the full splits, and I'm scared of still. And this was years and years, over 10 years ago. But I still have that kind of fear of. And I also don't care. I don't actually care that I'm not in the full splits. I'm stretching hamstring. I'm grateful for my body and what it can do for me today. Yeah. It doesn't need to be able to do the full splits with a back bend in it. That sounds like some 20-year-old shit to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. You bust out some crazy poses out of nowhere. You're like, let's just do this today. You're like, bam, upside down with my leg upside.
I mean, the amount of photos that were taken at practicing yoga alone of all of us, it was like the
During
era.
class?
No, it would be after class, me and
Cole.
I was going to say Cole and Alba. It was a thing to pose in really kind of complicated yoga poses that, you would look really good and then you would post them. It was just like we all did it. So I have so many.
Is that even a thing anymore?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
People still take pictures of themselves?
Really?
If you're doing something awesome, take a picture of it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, people
If you're
were
doing something
dying
cool-
by taking like handstand pictures on cliffs.
Well, Well, yeah.
Exorbitant pictures.
It was getting out of hand. Yeah.
I just am wondering if people still do like, let me contort myself like I'm in the circus for likes.
For the sake of the
sake of the
like,
gram.
Yeah.
Tell me you're
I'm
not
sure
on
they still do.
Instagram without saying you're not on Instagram. That's all Instagram is this wild shit.
Okay.
All day long. It's the wildest shit.
Yeah.
So if like your feed ends up being like those crazy poses, that's all you see.
Yeah.
I'm actually pretty jealous that you're not part of this, this torture that we do to ourselves of doom scrolling. Are you a doom scroller?
No.
No?
No.
Are you on Instagram?
I used to be. I am.
Okay. Where can people find you and follow you?
Instagram. I've taken a giant step back from Instagram the last, I think it's been 3 months since I've posted, which is the longest I've been away since starting my business in 2018. I'm just doing some redirects and
Scoot a little closer to the mic.
Oh.
There you go. Yeah.
I am just kind of moving in a different direction in my business. And it caused me to just, I need a minute from social media. Yeah. But my kryptonite has been doom scrolling in the past. So I had to set some really, really firm boundaries with myself to not do that anymore.
What is considered doom scrolling? What is that?
I think it's where, how I would describe it, you are just consuming other people's content, going down rabbit holes, meanwhile feeling like shit about yourself, or maybe comparing your life to someone else's, but like you can't stop. Or I think it's just the mindless scrolling when you could be taking a walk or taking deep breaths. I would love to hear your...
I would consider... like how many times a day do you like pick up your phone and look at it, right? So we kind of get addicted to it.
It's a
because
habit.
the smartest people in the world are engineering these notifications to get us on the phone. So Instagram, I would say, is something I don't participate in very much with posting, but it is really I don't really do Facebook anymore, but Instagram would be the only one where a lot of people that I don't see are, sending me I have so many friend groups where we're just like meme buddies back and forth. We don't even say anything. It's just memes every day. So that's part of doom scrolling. It's just like getting a meme from this person.
Oh,
and it's like thematic. You know what you're going to get from one person versus the other.
Well, see, that feels interactive to me.
It does, yeah.
And shooting the shit with your friends.
To me, doom scrolling is darker than that.
No, here's the thing. You open up the meme from one person, and then 45 minutes later, you got a bag of Cheetos all over yourself.
And I'm calling you,
and I don't know.
You're like,
what day?
Why are you calling me at 6 a.m.?
Yeah. I've ordered 3 things. I don't know, forget about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You black out. You black out.
Because I've run my business on Instagram for almost 10 years, I've had to be really, really cautious because that's how I would run my business. So I had to crack the whip and get habits like that.
And was that a constant challenge?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it, I guess, a constant challenge?
Yeah, especially, building a business and seeing other people in my industry doing so well. And I need to be like this. I need to look like that. And I've never wanted to fall into that trap, even from the beginning stages. But there's always that lure of, again, you need to be doing this in reels and all of that shit. And so I've just had to be really, really conscious of my time, my scrolling on there, so that I didn't go into the million different directions that you could go down.
I mean, there's the risk that if you stop doing it, especially if you own your own business, you might stop getting as many customers, which means I'm making less money, which means I can't live the life I want to live. Is that how you approach it? Or do you
have it maybe at one point?
Yes, it's interesting though, because in me taking a step back, I definitely had those fears. And to say that they were gone, I would be lying. But this has been my best year in business, and I've been online the least amount since 2018.
I swear. Yep.
Because it feels authentic to me, you know? And so it's scary, maybe risky, and there are other opportunities still coming in. Because it just got to a point where even though I wasn't doom scrolling, it doesn't.
Felt like you were putting shit out to put shit out.
And that doesn't, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I cannot do things just to sell. Even if it's trending, even if it works,
that's why I love you, Keri.
Actually can't do it.
I know.
And I think that's why I haven't, why I don't have hundreds of thousands of followers and why my business doesn't look like other people in my industry, but I've just always wanted to stay really, really true to who I was. And in the coaching industry, it's just kind of moving in a different direction that I don't want to go down. And so it was challenging, but I knew like you have to take a step back. And I certainly don't regret it. And again, it's just these opportunities that are opening up outside of it and the clarity that I'm getting. It's this clarification of you don't have to do it that way. You can do it your way, still stay true, still stay authentic to you.
I have so many questions around everything you just said, and it resonates with me so much. I do feel like the social media does not attract me. Like it's not something that I want to do. And even when I was in real estate, it was like, well, you have to be online to get people. And so that's one part. But to clarify, when you talk about your business and coaching, how would you describe your business? Do you call yourself a life coach?
Not anymore. So when I started in 2018, for the first 3 to 4 years, I was doing life coaching, empowerment coaching, leadership coaching. But my business grew so quickly and I was doing it all organically on my own with no business experience whatsoever that other women started to notice, and they were coming to me to help them grow their business. So it just organically turned into me being a business coach.
Yeah.
So now I do more business consulting. So I'm a leadership coach and business consultant for female business owners.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when you say that you've seen the industry shifting and changing, how do you see it? What's that look like for you?
It's just so different than what it was years ago. I mean, you can't tell what's real and what's not. And I think the biggest thing is it all started to feel really, really performative. And I can just spot that shit from a mile away.
Everybody can smell.
Everybody can.
Yep.
And I just, again, like I can't do it. I'm not drawn to that. It also became very, very much about, look how many followers, I'm hitting 6-figure months and 7-figure, 8-figure. And it's like, okay, great. I'm here for that. And let's not forget that we're here for the impact. Let's not forget why we all actually got into this. And like any industry and any, it's everything has a shadow side, but I just feel like that was really, really prominent and something I just needed to take a pause from.
I don't know if I've told you this, but I worked with a coach.
Did you?
And I don't know that she didn't call herself a coach. I don't know what she would call herself. Like maybe that isn't, but I signed up for a year with her, worked with her for a year. Yeah. Made a substantial investment in myself. And
we're not cheap.
It was not, no. And one of the greatest things that I've done for myself. And what was interesting, and I only know one way to be, and that is authentic. There was a little bit of shame in it for me when I did it and sharing it with people. Like, I've heard people describe life coaches as friends that you're paying for, like to give you honest advice. But now I'm shouting it from the rooftops because it was not that. It is someone who, first of all, helped me really move through some shadow work and some dark stuff that I wouldn't have wanted a friend to move through with me. And just, it was structured. And she just knew what she was doing. And what seemed so crazy to me, like my trauma, if you will, to her was like seen it a million times. These are the steps we go through. And it brought me closer. It just, I learned, I got to know myself. I learned to trust my intuition more than I ever did before. It really, it was amazing. And it all, again, universe, we talked about this. I signed up for it and it ended, it was my mom. I signed up in January, went to a Finding Stillness Within retreat and met this woman there. Signed up in January. My mom was diagnosed in July with pancreatic cancer. And she ended up passing in February. So I had it. I was just,
oh, wow.
I was held again, what we were talking about. And the whole time, like, I was not a rich person. And the whole time I'm like, I don't know why I'm signing up for this. But I did. Like, I was drawn, I was doing it, and I followed my intuition there.
Yeah. She sounds like a great coach.
Oh, I mean.
Yeah.
And again, I'll throw her name out. Lainey Love. She's amazing. And I don't know that she
last name Love?
That's how she goes by. I don't know what her.
That's all I need.
I didn't see her birth certificate or social security card. But
that's the thing. There are a lot of really incredible coaches out there, business coaches, life coaches. If they're skilled, they know what they're doing, they're intentional and conscious. It truly is, it's a game changer.
So how do I know what to look for?
Game changer.
Let's say I'm interviewing a life coach. Ring, ring, we get on the phone. What questions should I be asking? To know that this is the person for me.
It's a feeling.
I was going to say. I actually
what
didn't
if I
even
don't
know.
feel feelings?
I went to this retreat and I was just ready for this. And you do feel feelings, Gary.
You do.
Maybe.
We mask it with our humor, but we feel. But I went to this retreat, long weekend retreat, and this woman Lainey was there, and she was doing astrology readings or something like that. And I went up to her and I was basically like, I don't know what you do, but sign me up. Like I wanted what she had.
Yeah.
I was attracted
That's it.
to her.
Yes.
And I knew that she had something to give me, to share with me. And boy, did she.
It's just people that I believe when it's a really great fit like that, I just believe that we have certain soul contracts with people. And that's really when teachers, coaches, guides, healers come into our lives. It's like, I don't know why, but I just need what you have. I don't know what it is about you, but I'm just attracted to it. I need to talk to you, hire you. It's something that you can't well, what are your qualifications? It's this felt.
Because your friends, they're not going to do that. And you don't want them to do that.
I don't want them.
You need so much input from someone else if you don't have great parents that are sticking with you through the whole thing. You need someone to sit down with you, like therapy, for example.
Yes.
Great. Therapy's awesome. If you haven't tried it, fuck with it. But with someone like that's more of an advisor, life coach, you need these people, especially if you're running your own business, you're doing your own thing, you're trying to figure life out. It's important.
She did something in a year that I've been in talk therapy
Yes.
for so long. And again, I'm not poo-pooing it. I think it was helpful, but it could only get me so far. I really had to go back and feel the feelings of the trauma and I had to have somebody have that container. I had to have that container held for me in love.
Yeah.
Which is something that I just have not had in the past.
Therapists don't have a lot of that going for you. They listen. They nod.
Well,
they furrow the brows.
The biggest difference, really, if we look at therapy and coaching is more focused on the forward movement,
yes.
the momentum, the progress, where it's not that we don't, especially if you've got, a great coach, you're going to feel it and you're going to move through it. And we don't sit there.
That's right.
And that's the thing. A lot of my clients, when I was doing life coaching, said the exact same thing you did. I've been in talk therapy. I've gotten so much out of it. And I feel like I'm not progressing forward in the way that I want.
I've told the same stories for 25 years over and over.
And coaching really is about creating that pathway through. Again, that momentum.
Very few therapists tell you what to do, right? They don't give you advice that way. They listen and they're like, well, what do you think about that?
Yeah.
Let's dissect that. What happened when you were in fourth grade?
I have had therapists tell me what I hear you saying is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that has been helpful because they will reframe it in a way that it is what I said, but I didn't realize I was saying it.
Yeah.
So that has been helpful.
Yeah.
But I do, to your point, that forward movement, I do remember feeling in talk therapy, okay, but what do I do with it? What do I do? I need homework.
Yeah.
And when you were getting into life coaching, and I knew you then, I remember this, and you share what you're comfortable sharing, but how was that journey for you in moving into that space? Was it something that felt natural to you, like teaching, or was it something that had some growing pains that you had to find your voice or get settled in that?
Mm-hmm. It was very similar to teaching, and I just knew that I was meant to do that. It was weird. I remember teaching at Yoga Source and knowing I'm meant to hold space in this way. And I couldn't put words to it at the time, but I knew you're meant to be leading and guiding people in another way. But that was before I even knew what coaching was.
Mm-hmm.
So that, again, has come natural. And honestly, I think it's because of the way that I'm able to hold space for people. That's a big part of, and I've had a wild past and upbringing.
I think that's why you can hold space for people, because you don't look. I feel like when you've held space for me, you don't look at me in judgment. You look at me with love.
Yes.
And that is, I've always admired you. I've always thought you were amazing.
Thank you.
And I have never once felt judgment from you.
Oh,
and that is that's a great combo.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I think that that's another reason why I just always knew I was meant to be a coach and lead people in that way. Not because, I went through a certification program and I saw it in a book or it looked cool, but it's because of the kind of lived experience that I've had and the path that I've walked. It's how can I not lead other people into a transformation? And I've definitely exactly like I have as a yoga teacher. I was shaky at the start of my life coaching journey, and I had not so many, that's traumatic, but a pretty hefty handful of people being like, what are you doing? Family members, just who are you to do this? So it was really, really challenging, a lot to navigate. And I definitely, it was challenging to find my voice in that and my place and not feel like an imposter, not to feel like you have to be perfect and have your life together before you can lead other people. Because the truth is, one, I don't have my life completely together right now. And I certainly didn't in 2017 and 2018, but I knew the places in my life where I had grown, and that's what I led with.
Yes. Yes.
So
that I think is what when I've talked to new teachers and they feel that imposter syndrome, which, I mean, I've been teaching a minute and I still have that.
I do too.
It doesn't go away.
I teach one class every Saturday, and there are still moments where I'm like,
yeah, nervous.
Yes.
What kind of class?
It's called Soulful Flow.
I've been to it on Saturday
You should
mornings.
come.
Where at?
At Namaste in Kirkwood.
Okay.
On Manchester.
How does the class open? Walk me through it. Give me a quick demo.
So it's 85 degrees. It's a
Okay.
little warm. I always open up with some kind of like Dharma talk or intention or story from my week and ground them into that. Always have a huge emphasis on the breath. And then, I don't know, would you think that flow it's not beginner by any means, but you're going to sweat. You're going to.
It's accessible. I mean, I think that as a new person, it would have been challenging, but it's not like we weren't in the splits doing a back bend.
Right.
It's
approachable for
approachable.
sure. When it comes to the flow itself, it's very kind of classic vinyasa flow. Nothing kind of crazy.
I'll tell you the reason that I like Keri's classes is, I mean, they are spicy. You do build some heat, but it's the words. It's not even really
What kind of words?
My words.
Her words. Her voice.
What kind of words are those?
You have to see it.
I'm going to describe it as, which is what I try to do when I'm teaching, but I have a different, obviously, I have a different voice than she has. I don't know if you can tell this.
Hello.
Yes. But in my own voice. But she, I think, is just an expert at guiding you home to you. And so her words are to get you to just listen more closely to you and hold space for you with love and compassion. And I just think that it's just almost like surgical skill that she can like bring you there.
But have you noticed, and I'm sure that you can do the same, I can tell when my students are in their head.
100%.
I can tell when they're not in their body.
100%.
And it's a skill set.
Yes.
And I also think it's an intuitive power that we all have.
Yeah. I'm an adult child of an alcoholic. Yeah. We have a skill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so because of that, we aren't just leading them through postures. I am in the room with them. Mm-hmm. And that's what people feel. Because when I can feel them trailing off or in their heads, I call it out. And it's like, no, get out of your head, out of the head into the body, out of the head into the body.
Yes.
And people just want to be seen and held.
Yes.
And that's the kind of yoga class I want to go to.
Yeah.
Do you walk around or teach from the front?
Walks around.
I still do hands-on assist too.
Oh,
yeah.
Very rare these days.
I know.
Shit doesn't happen.
I know.
Especially if you're a guy. Probably shouldn't be doing it.
I don't touch men.
Yeah, right?
I don't coach men.
I remember going through YTT training and being like,
men.
I'm never going to touch even if I have permission, I'm never going up to a stranger woman and being like, here, let me go.
Well, I do touch men. I do.
Yeah, because you're
but
you guys still have the ability to do that. You guys have that option. We ruined it.
Very true.
We ruined it for all other men. Yeah, it's been ruined. It's been ruined.
I don't think so. I just think that there's ways that, like, you can do a hands-on assist and use your hands, not like your pelvis. You don't need to be like, I mean, if you can get your pelvis in the mix, you can help with some assists, but you don't need to.
That's a good rap lyric.
Right? Get your pelvis in the mix.
If you could help with the assist.
Yeah.
Do you still do them?
Oh, I love them.
I do too.
I get feedback from students that they love them too. And they have gotten very out of style.
They have.
And I heard from a teacher once, and it resonated with me, and so I stick with it. Instead of at the beginning of class saying, is there anybody who doesn't want to be touched? I do hands-on assists. She said, consent is an ongoing conversation. So I'm going to ask you each time before I touch you. Because at the beginning of class, it might be something that you're up for, But maybe once I put my hands on you, you don't like it, and you might not want me to do it again. So before every time I touch you, I do say, do you mind if, can I touch you? Can I give you a hands-on assist?
That's good.
Yeah, I really like that.
I like that. I might take that.
I picked that up from
Nice.
her. Yeah. I don't remember what her name was.
Mm.
It was at Yoga 6.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do, and I do it with men too. And I do think that what I will say that I hope that I do, what my goal is not to crank someone into different alignment and bust their hamstring attachment.
Yeah, I'm not about that either.
But to guide them into more spaciousness. I would like them to feel more connected to their body and feel how much we close ourselves off to space that is readily available to ourselves in the here and now.
Yeah. And you don't really have to crank
No.
one to do just that.
Yeah. It's really, you could do a finger.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In triangle, just
Yeah.
and
It is.
boom, it hits.
Yeah.
I've been injured with hands-on assists too. And I've been in the kind of hands-on assists where I'm like, oh my God, where are they taking me? And it was euphoric.
Yeah, absolutely. Me too.
Right?
And you know, a lot of students today probably couldn't say that because I just don't think there's enough teachers.
I don't.
And even those of us that are, people used to like put their feet on me to do assists.
Oh my
I don't
God.
put I'm not doing that
Yeah.
to students.
Same.
Yeah.
I've just classic
Yeah.
down dog,
Yes.
triangle,
Yes.
you know.
Guidance.
Yes.
Why can't we put feet on people if it used to be good? You know, what if they're washed?
Yeah,
Like
you
clean feet.
can.
It's just different.
It's
Like,
different.
Yeah, just different.
I think
Imagine asking that. Who wants a foot on assist?
Yeah.
Raise your foot if you don't
who's scared
want
of my feet? Take a
raise
look
your
at 'em.
foot if you don't want a foot on assist.
But I think that a couple things, what you mentioned,
tried.
I
I
think
tried once.
trauma informed has had a huge impact on the way that people are comfortable touching other people. I do feel like because I do have that read, I can tell. I do my best. I think I'm pretty close to it. That I can tell if I just come close to somebody, I can feel their body tense.
Yes.
That's not somebody I'm going to touch.
yeah.
New students, if they're brand new to my class, I'm probably not going to touch them.
Mm-hmm.
The more I know you, the more I'm going to get my hands on you.
Exact same.
The deeper assists you're probably going to get the more I know you. But also COVID, I think, switched it because nobody was touching anybody during COVID. We were staying,
Yep.
well, we were doing
Practicing
it all
in masks.
in masks and screens and
Right.
yeah. But I love it.
All right, so your playlists. What kind of
Oh.
music are you getting into?
So good.
And is there a new one for every class?
Slightly.
Okay.
Yeah. I've got maybe 10 kind of core classics, and I'll just add different songs to each. I do, oh my gosh, a lot of, like, I'm notorious for doing Drake with Marilyn Manson, with like Dog Days Are Over, like hip hop, a lot of like just soul music, and I love a good like slower hip hop.
Do you
Edgy.
try to orchestrate it so you pick 10 songs that equal 60 minutes and it just flows and you don't have to look at your phone? Or do you cue the songs to play at the beginning of like a new sequence?
I do mine in iTunes, so it's got like a.
How's it going?
I knew you were gonna.
One more time and just in a British accent, please.
Like that.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, so it's got it builds and then.
Okay, so you're not actually like pausing and playing and
No,
waiting. So it's
Do you know
going
any
on.
teachers that do that?
Oh yeah, a lot of them do.
Mine the other
Yeah.
day did that. Yesterday she did that.
Actively did their playlist during the class.
She did. We were moving into it was a set sequence class, and it was like breath to movement, and she switched the song for the upbeat music to start. Yeah.
The only time I'll do that is if we're cooling off and my playlist has done something weird and it's like ready to get energized and I'm trying to ground, then I will get on my phone and do it. But I am just not that talented. I can't be on.
Yeah, I can't DJ.
No.
No. I'll sometimes switch when they're in Savasana.
Yeah.
I'll put a different
Yeah,
song
me
on
too.
or something.
Me too.
But I can't be bothered with that.
No.
What about the lighting? Does the lighting change at all throughout your class, or is it the same?
Same, pretty much. I mean, darker at the start, and then I always turn it off for Savasana.
That's the one thing I would say about True Fusion. You have so many options with the lighting of what you're doing and the color of the lighting. It can get pitch black. It can be like really bright. It could be every different color. A lot of people are changing these lights a lot of the time, and especially when you're balancing, it can get really dark. And you need to be able to focus on something.
You can't. It's hard to balance in the dark. Yeah.
So it's cool that they can change the lights, but I think it might be the same teachers too. They're really switching the playlist,
heavy,
and also switching the lights, and it kind of takes away from the whole experience.
I do when I teach a 6 a.m. I teach on Thursday morning 6 a.m. We start off very dimly lit, and I'm maybe a little weird about it because while I couldn't DJ while I'm teaching, I can walk over and it has a dimmer switch on the lights. So I will progressively, when we do a warm up in the dimly lit, we're in sun A's, I bring it up just a little bit. By the time we are flowing, the room is bright, especially when we're balancing. I have a hard enough time balancing on my own, much less if it's not bright. So, and then it goes down slowly.
Yeah.
So while you feel like you were made for teaching and for coaching, has it always just been has there been any bumps in the road? Anything that kind of sent you on a path that you didn't expect? I'm not going to say off track because it's always on track.
Mm-hmm. Like after I found yoga?
Yeah.
Or
in your teaching. Or in your own
teaching.
practice.
Oh my gosh. Again, I'm someone who is always transforming. Always. So it's hard for me to even say that because there have been so many detours and bumps in the roads and dark nights of the soul. I honestly couldn't even pinpoint one.
Dark nights of the soul. I love that phrase.
Oh,
it's gonna be the name. That's going to be the name of this episode.
Love that.
All right. So when was the last time you got arrested?
Oh, yeah. That's a question that we didn't ask Siriatma when she came on. I realized that.
I realized it too. I was very disappointed.
Have you ever been arrested? And if you don't want to answer, we can leave it at that.
I have.
You have.
Yes.
Yes.
Woo! We're have a high.
Everyone's been arrested.
Yeah.
Do you want to share the story? Were you 13 driving somebody's mom's car?
No, it was alcohol related. Early
Usually
20s.
Yep.
Always. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mine was that hit and run.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lessons.
None of those kinds of bumps and bruises in the last
Right?
12 to 15 years. That was a long time ago, luckily. But
Makes me nervous just thinking about that time of my life.
Same.
Oh my gosh,
my
I can't
husband
believe.
And I, often we're like, how did we even survive? Like, how did we get here because of the shit that we have done?
Way less surveillance back then.
Way
now,
less. Thank God.
We'd be busted.
Thank God. But yeah, there have been many moments, and I mean, motherhood. Jesus, my son is 5. Oh my God. I mean, that has been an awakening in and of itself, and still is.
5.
It's funny, right? Motherhood, unlike teaching and being a coach, is not something that has come easy to me.
Oh, okay.
Now, me and my son, you see us, and we are like,
Yep.
We have this gravitational pull, and motherhood has been one of the hardest things I've ever experienced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we hit kids again, or is that still not a?
No.
I don't think
No,
so.
it's still
Well,
not
I don't think so.
I mean,
fashion.
I think people still do.
Yeah.
I wish it would come back.
I got spanked, but
Oh,
I
yeah,
didn't
me
spank
too.
my little boy.
Yeah.
I worked in a kids' clothing store for years, and people would come
As
in
a kid.
as an adult.
Like, what?
Yeah, but I
Sweatshop.
used to manage them.
Okay.
Anyway, kids would be acting up in the store, and I have had multiple parents would buy belts
Oh,
to beat their kids in the store.
Why buy a belt when a throat chop is free? You know.
You know,
Quick throat chop?
I think that different strokes for
times.
different folks. I
Yeah.
mean, and I do think culturally it is different.
It's out of season. Out of season.
You know,
For the
we
record.
don't need to go down that road, but I do think that
Hitting your child is
parenting-
wrong for the record. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I mean,
we do not condone violence
We
on
don't.
this podcast.
but some kids. No, I'm just kidding.
But it's fun to think about. It's a little fun to think about, you know?
I mean, okay, but I digress. Being a parent is something that you don't get. They don't care about your discipline.
My son's like, oh, yeah, bitch. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
You think you're okay? Watch
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, for
Let's
sure.
see how you do today.
That's exactly what he waits.
And
Little
every
sleep.
And make me macaroni right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then
Yeah,
make the
macaroni for
macaroni
dinner.
and I don't want it anymore. I prefer this.
Yeah. And
And the favorite thing in the whole world.
he is
Yeah.
everything
Yeah.
to me. It's like, it's so interesting because I even still have glimpses of my old life, my old freedom, and I miss it. And I do not ever want to know a world
Yeah.
when that little boy
Is
is
not
not
in
in
it.
it. And he brings me to my knees nearly every
Yes.
single day. But I
You're
wouldn't
in the
trade it.
thick of it at 5. I mean, with my kids being gone, my daughter's in New Orleans, my son's in Pittsburgh, and I talked to my daughter today. I mean, and she's one of my favorite people on this planet. And I'm so grateful for her. We FaceTime. She showed me around her new apartment, told me about, she did her own yoga practice this morning.
nice.
Like, it's amazing. And when they left, I was I was on my knees,
Oh, God.
like a depression for two. I got some medication for it. It was like, what now? Like, I have been a mom. Like, that was just what I did. And even though I was part-time parent, because half the time they were with their dad, it was all that I mean, it was like the forefront of my mind all of the time. So when they're gone and they're adults and they're doing their own thing, they don't need me in the same kind of way. Who am I now?
Yeah.
What do I do now? I mean, crazy. It was my favorite time of my life raising the two of them. My favorite
God, I'm going to cry.
time of my life. And it is over.
Yeah.
And so now it is up to me to create a new, which look at me.
Yeah.
I'm
Look
doing
at
it.
you.
But it is up to me to create a new kind of life for myself.
Has your daughter come back around to taking, or maybe she never stopped taking your advice, but is she back to receptive, like yoga advice? Or is she still like, Mom, I know?
You know, I would like to, they might have a different opinion, but I would like to feel like I am not a huge advice giver.
You lead by example more than advice, I would say.
Well, I think they would disagree with that as well. But you know what? Because I feel that way, I always have felt like, and you might even, when my kids were, even when they were 5, I felt like they were smarter than me. I just feel like I've always learned more from my kids than I have been able to teach them.
Yeah.
If I've taught them, I mean, I've obviously taught them.
You have.
Morgan is, she is doing what she does hair, and she's happy with what she's doing. And like she's so multidimensional. Both of Mike and Ben, like I'm so proud of them. And their dad's awesome. Like anyway, all of that to say, it was my favorite time of my life.
Yeah. I need to remember that. Because when you are in the thick of it.
It's hard when you're in it.
When you're in the thick of it, it's like, okay, just got to get through this.
Two things can be true.
But I mean, I sent my son off to kindergarten this year and I thought I was going to lose my shit.
Yeah.
So I can't even imagine,
when they left home, I really felt like, because I've always had a very full life on my own, personal life, that I thought I'll be fine. And when I was going through it, everybody was like, well, this is what you raised them to, like, they're doing what you hoped they would. Yes, I know. It's what we hope that they will do is leave the nest and be great on their own. You don't want your kids living in your basement forever. But I would like them. Like
I
that
would too,
right?
Forever.
But that's not really what you want.
No. But I do.
But I did think I would be okay. And I was okay until my last, like when my oldest left, I was okay. And then my last left. And it was like,
yeah.
Kind of like I feel now at my house. This cat, man, he was my life partner. And there's a tangible hole.
Yeah.
Should we go adopt a cat tomorrow?
That's what I said. You need.
I was
another.
I was looking at the Humane Society website. I was on the APA website, but what I feel like that is doing is grasping to fill a hole. And I know that feeling well. And I'm not going to say that I don't grasp to fill holes, because I do, but it is not an intention. I want to be able to sit and feel it and allow the grief to move through me. It sucks ass.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it sucks so bad.
It really does.
But I do feel like I am being seasoned for something else that is necessary. So I'm in the pain and I am not liking it, and I'm a crybaby and telling everybody how much it sucks. And I'm going to be such a stereotypical, make me vomit in my mouth yogi and saying I'm grateful for it. I love it. I'm grateful for the pain.
Yeah.
I know. See, because it's true.
It's authentic. It is true.
It's true.
It's true. I do know. And this was what we were kind of talking on I feel like the hardest times of my life, the most painful to move through. And I'm not even going to diminish, what I want to say right now is, I know I just lost a cat, but I'm not going to say that, because it's real pain for me.
Yeah. A family member.
He has been my...
How old was he?
I don't know, because we got him. He was a little older he was not a kitten. I'm going to put him at maybe 17, 18.
Wow, that's a long time to have a pet.
And he's moved through so many life transitions with me.
Yeah.
I've been married twice, engaged once besides those two. Buddha's been with me longer than any of those. And he just is my, he's who I went to bed with. He slept with me through the night. When I showered, he would fucking sit there.
With you every day?
He would watch me while I showered. He admired me. I've never had anyone or anything love me like Buddha. And anyway, what I do know is that all of this pain is preparation. It is healing. And I'm here for it.
It's building your vessel.
It is building my vessel. Expand on that for me. Give me some.
I mean, I think pain is really our greatest teacher. And I do. I think it's the pain. I think it's the challenging moments that build the vessel. And what does that mean? I think our capacity to be able to hold the life that we desire, and not just from like a, I want more, but the bigness and the fullness. We have to go through these moments. It expands us. It
brings more. My meditation teacher uses the word a lot, texture. It brings more texture, more richness.
More richness, for sure. I, as you know, a month ago lost my grandmother.
Yeah.
Last grandma, and grief is just such a wild ride. And that's kind of how I would explain it, because grief's one of those things that doesn't give a shit about how much personal development work you do, how much spiritual work. Now, granted, I can't imagine going through this with my grandma and not having this work, because I see how my mom and my sister are processing it, and it's not, and no judgment, but I want to just say, like, let go, let me, feel it. And they will.
In their own time.
They will. But it's grief doesn't care, And I think in a way, when we are on a journey like this, we almost feel it even more. We feel it even deeper.
Yeah.
But it's like, since I've let myself be in the pain, be in suffering without trying to fix it. And it's those moments where, oh my God, I'm going to get deep for a second. Is that okay?
I like it.
It's that moment where you're so sad and you really let yourself just like ugly girl cry, where for me anyways, it's that moment of, oh shit, am I going to come out of this? This feels so intense. Am I going to be okay? Can I let myself go to the depths of this and be okay? And you do.
Yes.
And you come out, and even sitting here, it's like, I'm more, I don't know.
You have the capacity to hold all of your feelings.
Yes.
That is how I learned that after my mom passed. And, I don't have any grandparents. I don't have any parents. I don't have any pets. I mean, I'm like alone.
You've got us.
I am not alone. No. I know that, and I feel that. I'm grateful for both of you. And thank you for, this is an interesting turn to the conversation, but it's organic, and I appreciate it. It's yoga. What I learned with my mom passing was that I think I've always been, before my dad passed, I was a daddy's girl. And I remember telling people that when my dad goes, I'm going to have to be locked up in a hospital for a while. Like, I'm going to lose my shit. And I didn't. And then I said it with Buddha. Like, Buddha has been my person. And I know there are so many friends that are worried about me just because he has been such a anchor for me.
Yeah.
But I do know, because I went through the stuff with my mom, that I have the capacity to feel it all. And I have the capacity to hold space for grief and for joy all at the same time, because it's all happening all the time. I am always all of it. It's not one or the other. Yeah. One might be more prominent. I'm feeling happy today, but the grief is still there. One might be more prominent that I'm feeling really sad and I want to cry. There's still joy there.
Yeah.
And it is, I know myself in a different way.
For sure.
I trust myself.
Yeah.
That is it. Spot on.
Agree.
See, we know more shit than we think we do.
We do.
You know what? We know ourselves.
Yeah.
And that, and I still love that at 51 years old, I can still learn more about myself.
Always.
Oh, yes. Isn't that awesome?
It is. It is. Yes. I feel like I learn more, and this really does sound like cliche yogi bullshit, but I truly do learn more about myself and others in the world every single year.
Yeah.
But again, there's a texture, there's a richness to it. And I think when we allow ourselves to experience the depths of something like grief, guess what? You're going to get the other side of the spectrum as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just an insurmountable joy and presence. You know, it's the duality.
Yeah. That is always there.
Yeah.
Do you journal? Do you write it down?
Yeah.
Do you burn it?
I don't. You know what's
So
interesting?
you have a long
I
decades?
have stacks of journals that I tell Scott, my husband, I'm like, honey, if God forbid, when I go, if anyone reads these journals, it's crazy.
I read some of my mom's that I shouldn't have.
Oh yeah.
And that, no.
I wouldn't want anyone to read mine either.
No.
Crazy
There,
talk in
it's
there.
it's crazy,
Crazy
private.
talk. Yeah. I was going through and I'm like, oh God. Oh God, Keri.
But it's funny. As much as like each year I get to know myself better, I don't change all that much.
Girl, you up to your same shit.
That's right. I'm still journaling about the same shit.
I don't know. Like when you look at a plant growing multiple times a day, it never appears to grow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But, like
for sure.
If you're gone for a while and you come back. So
Yeah.
like looking at yourself in the mirror, like you never appear to get older. But if you look at a picture from 5 years ago, you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Very true.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Wow.
I mean, I look at my journal before I burned them, I was looking through them and thinking it's crazy that I'm like, I've journaled for so long and it's so like and I just keep saying the same shit over and over and over.
Maybe I should burn mine.
It was really
Should we do a seance?
powerful.
It is a full moon. Well, it was on Tuesday, but
Yeah. I felt
ritual.
that shit too.
oh God, Mercury retrograde is coming. It is a it's an intense
Yes.
astrological year, potentially one of the most challenging that we will ever see in our lifetimes. This week, this time period, but this first week in November is
Wait, why?
It's
What's going on?
I don't
Fill me in.
we would be here
I don't have the language.
ever.
Have you looked into human design?
That's what I'm kind of gauging it off of.
Which one are you?
I'm a generator.
Oh, yeah.
6'3" generator. What are you?
Manifesting generator.
Nice. Do you know what you are?
I've never heard of this, any of this.
What's your astrological sign?
Sagittarius.
Okay.
Libra?
Libra.
All right. This is like man, it's been a while since I've like really looked into it, but it's like astrology, a little bit of Hinduism, and like two other things. So basically like someone reads your entire,
This is human design.
yeah, it's called human design, based off of the exact latitude and longitude and time that you were born.
Yeah.
And here's where it gets crazy.
There's
the guy,
so much that goes into
the guy that came up with this, his name became Ura, and he was like this Canadian dude that went, I think he was like off the coast somewhere in Spain maybe, woke up, was possessed for a number of hours and like paralyzed, and then came to with all of this knowledge, like he'd just been downloaded all of this shit from like an alien, and then all of a sudden knew all about these like 4 people that exist in the world. And there's 4 people that, and there's more to it. Like you look at like your,
Does
like,
he
basically
say
like
alien
this
or is that Gary talk?
I don't
He doesn't say.
I don't
that.
think he says alien.
It's
but,
actually quite
yeah.
grounded and it's deep, but it's really practical as well, and almost like a science. It's
I've never heard of it.
fascinating.
I
I've
haven't
been-
even.
wild.
Why have I not heard of it?
I've been studying it.
It's a little
since-
weird.
It really.
I mean,
I think I've been studying it for
if
so long.
you were to
it's just-
explain this to your mom and dad, they'd be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" But if like you're in this community, you're like, "Yeah, all right, yeah." Especially when someone who reads your human design to you, you're like,
What?
The first time this happened, it was like 90 minutes, and Peter sat down and like just like looked me in the eyes, told me all about myself and how I should be acting and reacting to certain situations, both in the business world and like professionally. And he was just like, "This is how you should maybe think about." It was like a therapy mixed with astrology, mixed with someone reading into my inner soul. It was weird, but I was down for it.
I
It was
remember
cool.
talking to somebody about what's the Myers-Briggs or
Myers-Briggs,
whatever.
yeah.
Personality
Yes.
test thing.
And
INFJ.
ENFP.
Oh, damn it. I was so wrong.
And the E is interesting. I don't know about that. But I was talking and I was saying that, like, I really resist putting people in boxes in that way and labeling like that. And her response was, that's very typical for you. Like,
Well, isn't that perfect?
you would.
Well, you can change. Your Myers-Briggs can change throughout your life. Like,
Yeah.
You know, like,
But this was not, I don't know that it was Myers-Briggs she was talking about. There was
Enneagram?
Enneagram. That's what it was.
Yeah.
what number are you?
I don't know. I don't remember. Because I do really like,
I'm a 6.
what does that mean?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know
that was
much
a-
about Enneagram. I know I'm a 3, but yeah, I've took a deep dive into human design. I started in 2020 and have just with that along with Kabbalah have just continued to get deeper and deeper and deeper.
That's exactly what a 3 would do.
Wait, tell me about Kabbalah. You're into Kabbalah.
I don't know what Kabbalah is. Lay it on
Yeah,
me.
I'm actually going to see my teacher in person in Chicago next weekend.
Wasn't Madonna into Kabbalah?
She was.
Hey, what's Kabbalah? I'm having your human design experience. I don't know what
I
Kabbalah
actually
is.
don't know. I mean,
I don't know
all I
about
know is
Kabbalah.
Madonna, and there was like a red bracelet involved.
That's so funny. It's I don't. How would I?
Gary loves a cult.
It's not.
Do you want to join our cult?
No, I want to hear about
Sure.
Kabbalah.
I feel like
Kabbalah.
really quickly you could be a real high-ranking member of this. Like,
I
you're not
would-
coming
I
in at the
have
ground
no
level. I
interest
can
in
promise you that.
she has no interest. Okay.
It is so okay. I will say this: if all of the religions, okay, like Christianity, the organized religions, were playing a sport like football or something, Kabbalah would be the stadium that they played on.
Okay.
It's not dogmatic in any way. It's essentially the like secrets and the wisdom of the universe. But the thing is with Kabbalah, it is like human design, the most practical spiritual study I've ever gotten into before. Like with Kabbalah, you never question, why am I in this situation? Why am I going through it? It's a coding, it's a science, and you know exactly why, and you know exactly how to move through it. It is fascinating.
Sounds like Buddhism. What's the difference?
I don't know a whole lot about Buddhism, so I wouldn't be able to say what the big difference is.
It sounds, I mean, would you say that the way you described it, if you were just describing something, I'd been like Buddhism.
I will say Kabbalah, it deals a lot with astrology. Like they talk about, you know, what's going on the planets, but it's like the coding of your soul, and it has in the 12 years that I've been doing this, it has changed my life unlike anything else I have even ever touched.
How were you introduced to it?
Through my human design teacher.
You're not just talking some stuff out your ass. Like you've been taught human design. Yeah.
So my human design teacher had, his name's David Guillaume, my Kabbalah teacher, on a couple of years ago to her podcast. And I took one of his programs, and in that moment and you know what's crazy is that when that whole thing was going on, this is going to make me sound like a kook, but when I was younger.
I love your kooky, Keri.
When I was younger, and that whole when Kabbalah was like a Hollywood thing.
Yeah.
I knew in that moment
You were going to do. It's interesting.
I knew it. But I was like 4.
Yeah.
Like I was so young.
Yeah.
But I knew.
Yeah.
And so I took that one program, and I've been studying it every day for almost 2 years. So.
All right, I just looked something up. Would you say this is correct? Kabbalah is a form of Jewish mysticism that developed in the Middle Ages, mainly between the 12th and 16th centuries.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
right.
that's like saying Christianity is, That's a very, very kind of surface level.
I just wanted to make sure I had
definition, but it is a form of Judaism. Yes.
Wow.
You don't have to be Jewish at all, but
do you have are there services that like you sit with? Is it you know what I mean? Like are there ministers or preachers or is it organized? That is attractive to me. Yeah.
It's not organized, and they're not interested in that at all. It's all about like what it is. It's about consciousness. It's about elevating your soul's consciousness. And what Kabbalah means. Kabbalah means to receive, and in Kabbalah is where they talk about, everything that we're going through life is about building the vessel, building our vessel. But yeah, it's not organized whatsoever. It truly is about like the consciousness of our soul.
Amazing.
It's fascinating, life-giving.
And how do you integrate that into your daily, like, are there people here that is there a community here?
No, there used to be a Kabbalah center in Missouri. It's not here anymore. Why, I don't know. And that's the thing, Kabbalah is so practical. And one of the biggest things with Kabbalah, as far as transformation, it's about transforming our reactive behavior. And noticing.
Which I'm obviously interested in, yeah.
It's like when we're reactive, like it's said that that's one of the biggest reasons why we don't, have the life that we desire is that kind of reactivity. There's so much that goes into it. You would love it.
I'm going to look into it. I am. I'm interested in all of those aspects. Don't know what human design is, but I'm going to look that up too.
Yeah.
It's going to be the backbone of our cult. Or like a pillar, at least.
He wants a cult. He wants matching outfits. I mean, he's got.
Would you not want matching outfits in a cult?
Yeah, I would want
see?
them to be white, all white,
all white, off white, like pure white.
Pure white.
Okay, so
what's the fabric made out of?
Cotton.
What kind of cotton?
Organic.
Organic. How soft is this?
Or
cotton?
bamboo.
Yeah.
Is it stretched a little bit?
Soft.
Does it stretch? Is there a stretch to it?
Or linen. I could drape myself in just white linen all day, every day.
Yeah,
do you know,
linen.
I went through a period at one point. I think this was during COVID. I actually cleaned out my closet and got rid of all of my black clothes. All of my my closet was only white, and I was like, I'm only wearing white now.
Love that.
I got rid of some great stuff. I'm not in that phase anymore, obviously.
Same.
But yeah, phases. But I'm going to look this up. I do what I do know, and I do feel like meditation brings that as well.
Kabbalah's very, very, very big on meditation too. That's one of the ways practically that I kind of, because it's not like you don't go to church service or anything like that. So it's that time to meditate, reflect, pray.
God, G-O-D, creator is
or
the
light.
language. Okay.
Creator of the light. Yeah.
Yep. So let's, if you don't mind, and I don't know how we are in time because I know I'm getting ready.
We're out of it, actually. Oh, shit, we're out of it.
Oh, we are?
Oh.
We're at 1:40, an hour 40.
Oh, my gosh.
We have set the record for the longest podcast in the season.
Shoot.
It's all right. I mean,
I'm sorry.
I don't have a bedtime.
Okay.
I'm having a great time.
Past your
I had
bedtime, but you
no
should be
idea.
well rested.
This does not feel like that long.
No.
And I'm getting ready to have a God conversation.
God, we just had a blast. No,
We did.
lay into it.
Well,
Let's
and we'll
lay it
just,
on
I
me.
mean, we can't get into
Lay
it briefly, but in yoga, I'm not scared of the God word. Like, it does not ruffle my feathers.
Yeah.
I don't see in my personal mind's eye as a man in a robe with a beard, like, in heaven type thing. I use God as more of like source.
Yeah.
source. In teaching, what is your language around what it is we're connecting to our deepest selves, which is our spark.
Our God gene.
Our God gene.
Yeah. How do I...
Yeah, because God scares people. It's not something that you could necessarily...
I say universe, higher self.
Yeah. I use universe.
Yeah. I talk a lot about astrology in my classes.
Do you?
Uh-huh. But they know that when they come, that's what they're
they're getting.
Mm-hmm. And that's why they come.
I love it. Mm-hmm. If I wanted to get some information on human design, could I talk to you about this? Is this something that you do or no? But you could probably have a recommendation of someplace I could go.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Point you in the right direction.
Okay. I'm going to do that.
Is there somewhere here in St. Louis, like in person, for human design?
I was at a yoga event and there was someone giving human design readings. I'm very particular with where I get my source, Not that she wasn't phenomenal.
Yeah.
She might have been. But I just kind of have my particular people who I trust and I feel and I study with. And unfortunately, they're not here.
Maybe we'll get some comments on...
Have you listened to any of the recordings from URA? Like when you did, when you got your design read, were you given all the readings on the 4 different types? And was that something?
Well, my teacher studied directly under him.
No shit. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So she, I think, channels a lot of his wisdom, but again, she does it in a really grounded way, a really approachable way. She's amazing. Her name's Jenna Zoe. She actually has a podcast called My Human Design.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
She wouldn't happen to be in St. Louis, would she?
No, she's in Ibiza.
We're going to have to go to Ibiza.
Ibiza.
Oh, we're taking the podcast on the road, Roxanne.
The cult is going.
Yeah, now you're part of it. You're coming.
I love it.
Yep, you're coming.
I love it. Well, now that we've discussed how long this has gone.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, I don't have anywhere to be.
Yeah.
I'm already home.
Well,
It's up to you.
I respect Keri's time, and I appreciate that you have with your sweet 5-year-old baby boy. Thank you for spending time with us.
It was so fun.
And sharing your heart with everyone that I know that there are people that the old PY days that miss you. And they can find you at Namaste on Saturday mornings.
Saturday mornings.
Only class you're doing right now.
Yeah. Probably ever.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's famous last words, right?
Yeah, very, very true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever completely leave teaching?
I did
Yeah.
a couple of times.
Okay. And couldn't stay away.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
No, I thought once I had Calvin that, that was the end of the road. Pull me back in.
Yeah. Well, we're lucky to have you.
Yeah. And PY, what a gem. And thank you both, too.
Yeah, absolutely. It was
For
great.
just
It was great to
having
meet you.
me and letting Jesus, we've talked about motherhood and jail and
We don't fuck around. We really
Dark Nights of the Soul.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love it.
We're not
that's the name.
we're not
If we
fucking
started-
around with
Yeah.
some
I
if
love
we
it.
started
Yeah.
a band, Dark Nights of the Soul would be the
I
name of our first album. Would
I
it not?
actually
Would
did.
it not?
I actually did
already
a
have your first album?
series with Deepak Chopra did have a class moving through the dark night of the soul.
Really?
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
And it's very it's similar to what we were talking about.
Sounds like we should go to Encinitas.
With
then.
every death, there's a new beginning.
Yeah. And I feel like you just know your kind of people when you can sit here in a basement for almost 2 hours and talk and go into such a portal that it feels like it's been 20 minutes.
Yes.
It's a good thing to have.
Shout out to Gary's Basement.
Shout out to Gary's Basement.
Well, thank you so much.
Thanks,
it was great
Keri.
meeting you,
Love
and we
you.
appreciate
Love you.
having you.
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
Rolling down the highway in our Sprinter van, matching linen jumpsuits and sense contraband. Got my chart laminated, hanging from the mirror. 7 chakras glowing, truth is getting clearer. We're selling you your blueprint for $300. Gates and channels open when you're out of fucks. Teacher, trainer, certified in a Holiday Inn. Manifest your energy, let the grifting begin. We're the Body Graph Caravan. 10 Sephora tattooed on our hands. Reading your design in a Walmart parking lot. Quantum human wisdom that we definitely got. Tree of life, sacred type. Chandra waiting for the right invite. We're the Body Graph Caravan. Appropriating everything we can. Met a girl in Tucson, said her aura's blue. Sold her a membership for levels 1 through 2. Mercury's in retrograde, her cycle's undefined. That'll be 5,000 for some peace of mind. Downloaded all our knowledge from the cosmic source. Also from a YouTube channel and a Udemy course. Keter to Malkuth, we got the ancient way. Venmo, Cash App, Zelle, how you wanna pay. We're the Body Graph Caravan. Blending cultures we don't understand. Pop-up shop outside of Whole Foods in Des Moines. Mystic Jewish secrets mixed with Eastern coins. Split definition, soul's mission. Follow us for your intuition. We're the Body Graph Caravan. Enlightenment with the payment plan. Raoul who told me in a fever dream. Start a traveling cult, build a wellness scheme. Bastardize some systems, add some science words. Market it to white girls who do sound bath hers. We're the Body Graph Caravan. Projector, reflector, tell me what I am. Living in our vans, spreading cosmic lies. Kabbalah for the gram with no rabbinical ties. Human by design, truth redefined. 3-month certification, now you're qualified. We're the Body Graph Caravan. The most authentic frauds across this land. Namaste and pay your way. Your birth chart knows the way. We'll be gone by Tuesday, babe. We're the Body Graph Caravan.
Well, that's about all we got for you today. Confucius once said, "The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute, but the man who does not ask remains a fool forever." Of course, he also said a lot of other things that don't help much either. Point is, we're all just asking questions here. Thanks for listening to the Unqualified Yogi Podcast. If you want more confusion delivered with intention, head on over to the unqualifiedyogi.com. Till next time, stay unqualified, friends.